Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Janet and Jimmy today, and we are going to be answering some questions that you guys posted on my Instagram. I did post on my Instagram for some questions to ask both Jimmy and I, any kind of questions, and we would make a video about it. So that is what we are doing in today's video. So let's get started.
We should make a disclaimer first. If you don't want the true answer, don't ask the question. Am I right?
That's right. Well, there's always editing though.
Oh no. We're going live.
Why are you not a Bombers fan?
Me?
Yeah, sure, Jimmy.
I do not follow any professional teams of any type.
Even for the NFL though?
Anything. If you get paid to play a sport, I'm not watching you.
All right, he used to actually watch the NHL and the NFL. He used to be an Edmonton Eskimos fan and an Edmonton Oilers fan because Jimmy, he lived in Edmonton for 10 years. But there has been so much conflict that has gone on since COVID and everything like that, that honestly, we just don't watch sports anymore. To be honest, the seasons were so messed up anyways. We weren't even watching the NHL because they were having hockey last year, the playoffs, in the summertime. And it just wasn't the same. We live in Canada, and you know, watching hockey when it's plus 80 degrees outside is not entertainment for us. We need for it to be like wintertime. All right, on to the next question. How big is your family? So I'm guessing that question is probably like our immediate family, like our kids, I'm guessing. So we have 4 children between the two of us. Jimmy has a son and a daughter from a previous marriage, and then I have 2 daughters from a previous marriage. However, Jimmy has now adopted both of my girls. So even on their birth certificate, the father is named Jimmy. So that is how many kids that we have in our family. Jimmy, and as far as like our own families, I have 3 siblings. I have 2 brothers and 1 sister. And Jimmy?
3 sisters and originally 4 brothers. So I was one of 8 kids.
Yeah, that was a pretty big family.
Not really.
No. Not back in the olden days, eh, Jimmy?
Yeah, now I'm talking about the old days. Labrador.
All right, what keeps you guys going and motivated? So I don't know, I think that's probably maybe in weight loss or just in general question. But I would have to say it would be the same answer either way for weight loss or just in general. But it's probably just the sense of accomplishment, I would say, is what keeps us going and keeps us motivated. Jimmy and I both kind of agree of having a sense of accomplishment in a day, whether it's big or small. And in our minds or in our phones, like myself, I tend to have a to-do list. And I may not get all of those things done, but at least it gives me something to do for that day. And if I can get even one of those crossed off, then I'm doing good. Jimmy? How do you keep going and keep motivated?
My family.
True, I can see that for Jimmy. Okay, next question.
You know what's under Aries?
How do you find the time to do so much? I think that's probably for both of us. We both do quite a bit, especially in the winter months, in November and December. But I think, once again, just making a to-do list, and as far as making the list a priority list, so figuring out what's the most important, and then just kind of going from there, like what definitely needs to be done, and then, you know, kind of going in order, I would say, probably for both of us.
Why are you answering for me?
Okay, well then answer the darn question. I feel like I'm doing all the talking.
Well, I can't even buy a vowel here.
Okay, Jimmy.
What was the question?
How do you find the time to do so much?
It's got to be done. Just do it. It's pretty simple, isn't it?
Yeah. You should get a t-shirt made up saying that.
Janet, don't be infringing on my Business.
If it's gotta be done, just do it. That's good. I like that. All right. How did you start vlogging, Janet? I have been following you for years, just when you had Facebook. So I remember this person from when I had Facebook, and actually at the time when you started following me, I only had a Facebook page. So I have converted that. That page used to be called Getting to Goal. And I started that page years ago when I started Weight Watchers, and since then I have converted it to Janet Greta's Facebook page. It'll be in the description if you are thinking about joining that Facebook page. But that was years ago. That was when I started Weight Watchers. I want to say that was probably like 6 or 7 years ago that I started Weight Watchers. And I loved that program. And I did get back down to like 140-ish, and then I had regained. And then I started keto, and I got to my goal weight of August of 2020. And my brother had come to visit during COVID of that year. And we were just talking about doing things and COVID and how it affects our life and everything. And he had mentioned to me, well, I had mentioned that I always wanted to start a YouTube channel. And he had said, well, why don't you do it now? Because it is COVID, you're not working as much. And that is how it all began. I actually started my YouTube channel once I hit my goal weight from starting keto. I wish I would have started my YouTube channel earlier, but it is what it is. I feel like I still have a story to share, and I'm always willing to help people, and that is why I started my YouTube channel. Alrighty. All right, Jimmy, this question is for you.
Oh my God.
Tell us how you met and your love story.
Well, we actually met online. We met shortly after. We talked on the phone quite a bit at first.
It was 2009, December 2009.
Oh my God, it's been that long. But yeah, so we finally met up, and I can honestly say from the very moment I seen her, I go, I'm gonna marry that girl.
Aww.
Love at first sight.
Yeah, it was. And definitely even my kids, I still remember that first day that we met. I actually invited him over to my house while my kids were up and at home. The girls were only like 7 and 5 years old at that time. And that's something that I just would never do. I had been married and divorced twice previously before Jimmy, and I was not looking for anything long-term or a serious relationship at all. And I just wanted to kind of look after the girls, you know, made sure they did all right till they're 18, and, you know, figured out kind of what I was doing after that as far as like a relationship. And then, yeah, I did the online, and we met, and the girls gravitated towards Jimmy. It was love at first sight. Those baby blues kind of locked me in. And I still remember the very first time we met, because he had pulled up to my apartment. It was like a condo. It was a condo, and there was parking. I think there was 2 parking stalls that I got for my condo, and he parked right beside my car. And I always took a lot of pride in my car. I bought that myself, and it was just one of those things. And I still remember I opened the front door, and I yelled out, I said, "Watch where you're parking. Don't hit my car when you open up your door."
What did I say?
I forget what you said.
Too late?
Yeah, too late. Oh my gosh, I still remember that to this day. So that is how we met. We met online off of plentyoffish.com, and we met online. What kind of work do you each do? So I work a 32-hour week, and I work at a Canix. So there is a Canix at every military base in Canada. Our motto is to serve those who have served. And that's exactly what it is. It's kind of like a big glorified convenience store is how I explain it. So we have a convenience store where we sell like pop and chips. We have a liquor store. We have a grocery area, and it's all under the same roof. And we also have Canada. Furniture. Yeah, we have furniture, and we also have a post office. So Canada Post outlet there. And that is where I work for 2 days out of the week. I work at a Canada Post outlet, and then for the other 2 days of the week, I work up front as a cashier in the Canix store. And Jimmy, what do you do for work?
Well, I retired 11 years ago.
Yeah, he retired from the Canadian military. He was in the military for 20 years.
And I retired with the intentions of retiring. But Janet said, you won't last 3 months. So at 3 months and 1 day, I went back to work. And I started off doing security on the base. And now I'm still in the security world, but now I'm an office guy. I handle all the security clearances and visitors and that for defense research. So
on base, so at the Canadian Forces Base Suffield. Alrighty. Okay, I'm 46 years old, a Canadian, and very important question: Corey Hart or Bryan Adams? Bryan Adams. Is Corey Hart even a Canadian? When it comes to hunting, who is a better shot?
I'll let you answer that.
Definitely Jimmy. Jimmy is by far a better shot. So, yeah, Jimmy was in the military. Let's remember this. And he's been hunting way longer than I have been hunting, that's for sure. Okay, Rosie, do you want to come up, or what's your deal? So Jimmy has been hunting way longer than I have as well, and Jimmy is by far a better shot. So his distance is probably about a half a kilometer for hunting, whether it's whatever sort of animal it is. His distance is a half a kilometer or closer for sure. So
What's yours?
Well, my perfect sweet spot is about 150 yards.
This year you went to 200. Though.
This year I actually did get a deer at 200, which I was actually pretty proud of, and it was with Jimmy's Win Mag because my scope got unscrewed, and I had to use Jimmy's Win Mag, which if you've never shot a gun, it has quite a kick. So I was pretty happy about that shot. So yeah, to answer your question, definitely Jimmy is a better shot. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, it's a what am I question.
What am I?
Yeah.
Okay.
What has a bed but never sleeps? What always runs but never walks? What has a bank and never sees any money?
A bed but never sleeps? I don't know.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, I don't know.
And how much did you wager?
Nothing.
No, this is awkward. It's a river.
Oh, bed. Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Good job, Jimmy. Always has the quick-witted stuff.
Thank God she's good looking, ladies and gentlemen.
Jimmy, this is for you.
Yep.
What has Janet's weight loss journey been like for you? That's a good question.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I never looked at weight, I'll be honest with you. So her losing weight was a personal choice in that. I just take pleasure in seeing her happy, so that's what my goal is with all of this. Her YouTube and everything takes quite a bit of time now, but we still try to make time for each other, and as long as she's happy, I'm happy.
Yeah, Jimmy's always been really supportive of anything that I've ever done, to be honest, whether it's weight loss. Like he has never mentioned my weight. It's never been a big deal for Jimmy whatsoever. And the only frustrating thing for Jimmy was probably like when I was at my heaviest and I would complain about it, because of course you can confide in your significant other. And you know, it was a lot of complaining and like, I really need to do this, I really need to lose weight. And you know, Jimmy was always really, really supportive of it, but then at some point, like everybody, he's just like, well, then you need to do something. Like, you know, Jimmy can't make me lose weight. And it just comes to a point where you have to just do it yourself, right? But I think it was just for the way that I felt, like, you know, that he wanted me to, well, no, I won't want to say like he wanted me to change, but just for my own sake to do it, right? And then, yeah, YouTube, when I first started YouTube, it was very, well, it's still time consuming, but I was really focused on YouTube, and I think that I'm kind of like an all or nothing kind of personality. And I put everything into YouTube when I first started. I did so much research on it, on how I wanted my videos to be, what my videos wanted to be about, my equipment, my editing, and learning all of that. And it was a lot. And now I feel like we kind of have the balance. Like Vlogmas is very busy because it is recording every day, but I do try to spend the time when Jimmy gets home. By the time he goes to sleep, then I'll do my editing after that, or just making us a priority. And that's always been kind of our focus. I've talked about that before on when we met, kind of off topic, but when we met, my focus was on the girls. And it took a long time for me to get the focus off of the girls and onto our relationship, because like Jimmy had said when we first met, the girls aren't going to be home forever. And now that they're 18 and 20 or 19 and 21, I'm realizing that. And then all that we have left is each other. But we're best friends. We love spending time together. And Jimmy's just always been very supportive, definitely number one. And you said this the other day, he always wants whatever I do or whatever he does is to make me happy. And I laughed when he said that a couple of days ago, because literally within the first week that we met, 11, 12 years ago, that was exactly what he said. And he even wrote that in cards. Everything that he did or will be doing or anything is to make me happy. And that is Jimmy's, he would say that that's his goal in life. So,
how am I doing?
Hey, you're doing pretty good. You're doing really good.
But she tried some other options with her weight loss. I even invited her to go to the gym with me. I was pretty heavy into the working out at that time.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah,
never again.
That didn't go over too well.
No, Jimmy has this military mindset for working out, and I almost puked. I literally almost puked. Never again will I ever volunteer myself to go work out with Jimmy. But speaking of working out, or not working out, of diets,
Oh.
Jimmy and I have done diets together. I have done, when I say that I've done every diet in the books, I really, really do mean it, because we have done the cabbage soup diet together. And if you've never heard of the cabbage soup diet, it's actually a course of 7 days, and every day
It's more than 7 days.
I don't know how long it is, but over the course of each day, you eat two
types of food, yeah.
2 types of food. So one day it's milk and bananas.
Mm-hmm.
And what was another day?
Steak and tomatoes.
Oh yeah. So anyways, that's the day that Jimmy broke. I think it was day 4 or 5 or something. We were actually doing well up until that point. And the cabbage soup you can eat anytime, right?
I love cabbage, but that got old real quick.
Yeah. And Jimmy has an inflamed esophagus. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, an ulcer.
And an ulcer. So,
yeah, the tomatoes didn't do great with it. I go, I'm done. So I tapped out. Shannon shortly followed.
Yeah, I did, because there was just no way. And I should, it's funny to laugh about it now, but I can't even believe we did something like that.
I do.
But that's how supportive Jimmy is. The keto thing, he's never gotten on the same train as me for that. But he just loves his carbs, and so be it, right? And same with Zoe. Zoe loves her carbs, but Zoe loves more keto things than Jimmy. But yeah, that was a long, drawn out answer. Let me see if there's any other questions in here. Oh, Jimmy, that makes me cry.
Jimmy described the perfect woman well. Well, that wasn't a question.
No, you're looking right at her.
I'm looking at you.
Okay, any other questions in this video here? Jimmy, why don't you like bacon?
Oh, really?
Yeah, Jimmy, why don't you like bacon?
I used to enjoy bacon once in a while. I really did. Then as a part-time job, I was running the concession, the food concession at the arena in the wintertime while I was coaching and playing hockey and all this other stuff. So, and we used to cook like 20 pounds of bacon at a time, and it just disgusts me. So now I'll have bacon once every couple of months, and I'm fine with that.
Yeah, that's right. I keep on forgetting that story. I always think it has to do with the military.
No, that's eggs.
That's eggs. All right, let me see if there's anything. Oh yeah, somebody commented that they love their Tika T3, the gun that you want. I think that's it for the video. I can't think of anything else to answer. I can't even think of a question for Jimmy.
I'm an open book, baby.
True, that is true. All right.
I have a rare condition where that little switch in your head that says you probably shouldn't say this, well, mine's broken.
I think they know that.
So, yeah, that's why I tell everyone I meet, if you don't want the truth, don't ask the question, because, yeah.
Yeah, like Jimmy always says that if you don't want the truth, then why are you asking the question? So, but it's true, right? Like, that's absolutely true.
Has I got in trouble about that?
Yes, you always get in trouble about being too honest. But you know what? That's a good thing. It's a good thing to be too honest, because I feel like I'm the opposite. I feel like I'm kind of a people pleaser, so.
Yeah, you'll tell them what they want to hear.
I do. I don't know. I've just kind of always been like, and that's my personality, and I don't think I'll ever change that. I really can't see me being like Jimmy, and Jimmy will never be like me, personality-wise, ever. And that's
good.
That's a good thing, I guess, for us, to be honest. We definitely balance each other out, so. It's a good thing.
When you're not trying to control me.
Jimmy, you need controlling. Let's face it.
No.
Yeah, you do. All right, so that is the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you hit that red subscribe button. Give this video a like to let me know that you're liking my content, and don't forget to hit that notification bell
Ding, ding.
so YouTube can notify you when I upload a new video. See you tomorrow.